main reason why we're even having discussion, you notice I'm also very engaged in the discussion. The main reason why I actually enjoy our discussion is not like to say this light skinned person is bad, or they're enjoying their privileges, or it's their fault. No, I think it's just like, what is wrong with us? Why is it such an important factor for us? Why are we pushing towards it? Why is it so important? Imagine what the example you gave with the actress, okay? Why is it so important? Why do we prefer that? Why do we push such people forward? Don't also forget the movies we watched, Nollywood and everything. This, we're just like reproducing the same thing, and it's causing a problem, and it's the root of a lot of problem, and we're not even speaking about it, and everybody feels comfortable pushing it over. No, it's not a problem. I think it's just because the person, just it's just the person's preferences. But why do we always just push it to us that way? It's like it disturbs me personally, because I also, like, like already mentioned, okay, I'm not light skinned, okay? And it's like always like, oh, someone also actually suggested it to me while I was still in high school. That means I was still a child. Oh, maybe you can use some cream. I'm like, cream? Okay, like already mentioned, I never took care of my skin. Let's start from there. That's a different topic altogether. But it's like suggesting to a child at that age, maybe you can go with cream. Maybe a cream will help you. I'm like, help me to get where? And also, there's something, okay, forget also the fact that we're speaking as Africans, okay? It's not just an African problem, it's a problem in the whole world. I remember I had a workshop a few years ago. I don't know, it's definitely in Berlin or somewhere around there. And there was this lady from somewhere in South America. She's not that white, but she's like sort of mixed, okay? So she's not mixed. She's Latina. That's what I'll call it. Okay. She's a normal South American girl who is not that white, who is a bit brown. Okay. And I can remember the example she gave one day. So someone in her own country. We're talking about another continent, but it's a white person. Okay. Was like, hey, you should actually marry a European. Okay. So that you will get babies who look better than you. That was not the statement of even looking better than you. So you can improve your race. That was the statement the person made. And I remember it was like a workshop about these topics. I remember her making this comment and also breaking down crying. Because now, okay, she's in Germany, okay, dating a white guy, dating a German, okay. She would like this, like somebody she likes, this somebody she would like to spend her whole life with. But just that comment about, improving your race, getting a better part of you, okay, get better reproduct, it's just like putting her in that difficult position. So my point being, like, it's not just an African problem, it's a problem in the whole world, okay? We can get into racism another day. But just like sometimes when you make such comments, to a non light skinned person or a not fair person, okay? You might, for you it might just be a joke, okay? Calling the person something like darky, see as you black like charcoal, fine. And you might just be making it as just a how do you say it again? Just like a comment. Exactly, not a dangerous comment, but it hurts such people. And you're also part of the problem. You're pushing people over the line, like Princess, like you already mentioned. It's just more of like pushing people over the line. Imagine they're going to bleaching their skin. They start bleaching their skin. What happens to their skin? We also forgot to mention that also it leads also skin cancer or these bleaching creams. I'm not that well informed, but Princess, it seems like you're more well informed about the repercussion of bleaching creams. Maybe you can say more about it. But I just know that, like, such comments is very huge part of the problem, and it pushes people over. What do you know about the repercussion of bleaching cream? So you can say it.
The funniest part is that people know about the consequences of bleaching your skin. They do know. It's not like they don't know. I mean, this in this time, come on, they know what bleaching skin would do to them. They know that when the knuckles. Do you know what's raining? What is raining is the cream for the knuckles. Rain, even as in it sells out more than the bleaching
Yeah,
cream itself
yeah.
because they want to make sure that while they are bleaching, their knuckles do not show that they are bleaching.
Okay.
And because it's always the hardest part to get off, and their elbows and knees, that means it sells out. So if someone puts it on his or her page and say, hey, I'm selling knuckles creams, and then does like a difference of pictures and stuff, it gets off immediately. So now what I'm saying is that it's not like these guys or women do not know about the consequences of bleaching. I think in this time and day they do, because my God, it is saturated enough that they know exactly what's happening. But they still go ahead doing it. The consequences doesn't also lead to cancer. They know it leads to cancer. They know that their skin will start having bringing out veins, the yellow, blue, green veins. They know, of course, that their skin would not be able to hold on any surgery. Or some of them, when they give birth and they want to sew them back anywhere, it can't sew back that fast because of them taking away the first layer or the second layer of the skin. I do not know much about it because I'm not a doctor, but I know definitely that it takes away the layers of your skin, and it causes a whole lot of skin diseases. They have eczema, they have things that they will not even tell you, because it's just like I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she said something, I'm not going to say it, but she said something and said, hey, for me it's good that I took it. And I said, oh really, it's good that you took it, but my sisters took it, it didn't go well for them. And she was like, let me just tell you what happened, it didn't go well for me. And I said, the hell? So why were you telling me to go take it? Are you getting my point? So
yeah, I'm with you.
It's not good for them, but they don't want to tell you that it's not good for them.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that, oh my God, it's very good. So now my own thinking is, why were you in the first place insisting that I go take something when you know it's not going to be good for me because it wasn't good for you?
Yeah.
Is it that you want me to be like you, or you want me to go through the stress you're going through? And that's where it comes into, so who do I have? I can't even pinpoint any of those things. Oh, let me see. Oh my God! It also causes high blood pressure, no?
Exactly.
And fatigue.
Exactly.
And sensitivity to light and kidney failure. Yeah. I mean, these are things.
And that's just the beginning. You can read on. You can read on.
And the other ones are skin ulcers and blisters and swelling and itching, hives. Acne, small red bumps. That one is true for the men. It doesn't go away.
I never knew it was this bad. I'll be honest.
Loss of appetite and swollen feet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, these are things. And do you know the funniest part? The skin bleaching also gets to a plateau. That means it's a ritual place.
Yeah.
Okay,
and you can't continue. You have to come back to us. You have to come and join us back now. We'll be waiting for you here. We are not going anywhere. We'll be here waiting for you.
Give me a thing. Continue rubbing the crib. It's not going anywhere. It's not
going
anywhere.
God.
It has got to that plateau. Then say, you know what? The skin tells them and say, I'm not taking it anymore. Because I used to see people who bleaches on a norm, right?
Yeah.
But then they get to a point that they start using other creams and it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
You know that Tura soap? That Tura soap, while growing up, it's just that when you go on a holiday to the village or something, and that's the only soap they use, there's nothing you can do. You're a kid, you have to use it.
Yeah.
But if it had effects, that's what I don't know. You know, but Tura soap is one of the highest selling soap, even till now, say. I don't know whether they still have it, but I guess still now.
Are you advertising for them? What are you trying to do now?
Because I'm not advertising, I'm just telling people the kind of soaps that they use. You know, now they have different names. They don't call it white skin whitening.
Yeah.
But I think the best documentary for people to watch on bleaching should be the documentary this actress made on Netflix. What's her name again? Beverly Naya. Again now, I watched that stuff and I was crying. It was almost like a 2 hours or 1.5 hour documentary.
Okay.
And I was crying because she went to the bleachers themselves. She went to the place where, as in the women who do this cream, and they were saying that I wish I never did this. There was this lady in that documentary that was mixing, as she was mixing the soap and she was crying. And you know, they were asking her, or Naya was asking her, "Are you crying?" She said no, and she was crying. It was so emotional because you could watch it on her face that she was thinking, I wish I never started.
Yeah.
She's selling the cream, yes?
Yeah.
That's the thing I was telling you about this friend of mine. You are still selling that cream to thousands of people. And across the years, you do that business. That means hundreds and thousands of people you sell that cream to, because that cream, if it doesn't even get to 100,000 people, the 100 people you have are going to be your customers for a long time.
A long time, yeah.
So now, you have this cream. You could see her that she was, or she's a bleaching person, or she has gotten to the plateau. It's no more working.
Yeah.
It's no more working, and you have the cream on Gucci,
yeah.
But it's no more working. But you're still selling it to other people.
You have to sell
now,
it.
This thing is, you know, it's not good, but you're still doing it.
Yeah.
So you're still doing it. You're still selling it to people because maybe it gets you more money. It's one of the highest gross business industry in Africa.
Yes.
And nevertheless, no do or no do, cream will surely finish. Okay, then you must come back and buy cream to use for your skin. Now, if you see now, creams are no more enough, Felix.
It's never enough.
Do you know what they're using now?
What are they using? Please help me. You know that's not my field.
They're drinking medicine for it. Really? They're drinking medicine for it.
No.
And now,
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They take pills and they take injections for it. Now they call it, guess what they call it? They say it's vitamins. There's this influencer on Instagram and
vitamins.
On Snapchat. Yes.
Vitamin what?
Snapchat,
Vitamin,
okay?
is it B or C or D? Which one is it?
I'm not going to because I'm all this kind of you know, she would stay on her bed, and this is someone who has Snapchat has more than 50 million people watching her. She used to call it infusers, vitamin infusers, to make your skin glow. Skin glow.
Glowing. Okay.
Glow. You know, before it was toner, now it's glowing.
Oh, nice words. I think they always change new words because I knew the tone. I didn't know the glowing. I didn't know the glow.
Oh, really?
I knew about toning, but I didn't know the glow.
Toning 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. Now all glow.
I need to update this thing. I need to be updated.
Now you need to be updated. Now they take not only pills, they take injections for it. Injections of getting white. It's so expensive. They go to a spa where they have to enter a sauna with that scrub on their body. They scrub their skins with that whitening, and then they have to stay in it in a very hot place. And when they come out, they wash themselves and they put the creams, the layers, so that whitening would come, and they take injections and take pills. And I'm like, way.
Okay.
What's the way forward? We are shouting in this country that there are a whole lot of things that are not working.
Exactly.
And bleaching is not even being spoken about. Yeah? Bleaching is one of our problems, because the more they do that bleaching, the more they want people to follow them.
Yeah.
Getting attention from the men that are requiring them to bleach, but not doing it in a very aggressive way. They're doing it subtly.
Okay.
So when they do it subtly by taking the fair girls, the darker ones go bleach.
Yeah.
And then these men who do these things are the ones who get into power. So because they're into power, I don't know if you see the secrets of where I'm going to. Like,
I know where I understand what you mean.
This is a flow. So it is a thing.
Yes.
I do not know if anybody out there can relate to it.
Yeah.
But definitely, please write in the comment box on what you think about this or your experience about it, because I have a whole lot of experience about it. You know, about the fair skin getting more attention, or the fair skin also being it's not your fault.
Yeah, disadvantage because she's fair skin and she's getting advantage. Yeah, exactly.
Because they are fair and people talk to them like, you are the cause of my problems. When
exactly.
They didn't beg their parents to give birth to them.
Yeah.
Right? So now, if you have any comments, anything, just write in the comment section below. We'll be so glad to hear from you, and also, you know, reply you, and we can also continue the conversation. Right?
Yeah, Princess, actually, let me conclude and then we can move over to your living in bondage, because I'm definitely going to discuss that living in bondage with you before we continue. Let me just finish up, okay? Let me just conclude my own point. I need to finish up my own point. I need to finish up my own point. My point being like, privileges with the fair, if you're fair skinned, okay? If you're light skinned, there are privileges that come with it.
If you're light skinned,
yeah,
we
there are privileges that come.
contribute to it. directly or indirectly. The way you treat a light skinned person, the way you treat a dark skinned person, directly or indirectly, you are contributing to it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't have your preferences. Your preferences are your preferences, but sometimes please question your preferences. Ask yourself what's the root of those preferences. And also, I think everybody is beautiful and it's good and it's handsome, whatever you want to call it, in your skin. You should feel beautiful the way you look. That's just like my last comment to this topic. And Princess, I was really happy having discussion with you because we are coming in some cases we came from different positions and it was so good hearing your own perspective. But now I think I can close it up there. Now I need to discuss living in bondage with you. I need to know what. Okay. Okay.
Wait, before you go, for us, like it shows its head in every strata of our lives,
Yeah.
like social lives,
Yeah.
economically, everywhere. Like it has already become a culture. It's
Yeah.
a culture because people cannot differentiate it anymore from social or a norm or in a normal way of life. It's now a norm, and it is in our everyday language, expressions, and beliefs. So now, even though dark skinned, they are at the end of all of this because they get the nasty comments,
Yeah.
and then because they get all these nasty things, or for example, getting a job. You, as a dark woman, would go into an office with a light skinned woman, and you will not be taken because it is being believed that the fair woman would bring more money or she would attract more customers.
Banks.
And when
Banks.
women like that when they find things like that, they'll be like, so can a black skin shape for me? What is black skin giving to me? They'll just can't bleach because you're living in a society where you have to survive. It's like a survival of the fittest. But at the same time, just like what Felix said, we have to start breaking down this norm and knowing that everybody or your kids have to start seeing everything in a black and white way. That means you are dark, you're black, you're beautiful the way you are. You talk more fluently, or even good as your fellow counterpart that is light skin. So your skin color doesn't break who you are. It doesn't put it into levels of, oh, you're dark, you will not enter. You're fair, you will enter. If we start seeing ourselves like this, I think it will start changing. Like if I tell my child already knows and is confident and can express him or herself in whatever skin color he or she has, then it would get better. So just like what we said in the beginning of the program of our show, we said, hey, it has to start with you. It doesn't have to start with somebody. It doesn't have to start with somebody that will now come and start with you. It has to start with you, the next person, then to get better. So I think, right?
I think we're done with the topic, Princess.